Peace, what's good? How y'all doing? Welcome to another edition of 60 Days of History with ZaZa Ali. Today is day 12, and we will be featuring King Lalibela of Ethiopia. This comes from chapter 2 of Ancient People, a social studies and history textbook. This chapter is the Kandakis of Ethiopia and Kush. Kandakis, also known as Kentuckys, also known as Candaces, also known as queens. So this book is heavily dedicated to, the females of the time, the women of the time. But as with all righteous and powerful civilization, there was always balance between the masculine and feminine. And so in this chapter, we also feature, in addition to many queens, a great number of queens, I'll say, King Solomon, Menelik I, King Lalibela, Menelik II, Haile Selassie, the Battle of Adwa, and Menelik II, Taseti, the land of the bow, which was the great Nubian warriors who were masters at archery and the bow and arrow, let's see. Kushite rulers of Egypt, Pi, Shabaka, Taharka. So those are just, the male warriors, or the male characters, or the men, I should say, and kings that are featured in this chapter, that is specifically and especially focused on the Kandakis of Ethiopia and Kush. In 1270, with Emperor Yakuno's declaration to be the lineal descent of Menelik, all succeeding Ethiopian rulers confirmed that they have full filial or family and ruling rights by birth to Yakuno Amlak, and by that means to King Solomon and Queen Makeda. The Middle Ages incarnation of the Solomonic dynasty didn't come into power until 1270 CE, claiming descent from the kings of Axum. Their predecessors, the Zagwe Dynasty, were said not to be of the house of Israel, i.e., of Solomon and Menelik, or that lineage. The claims of descent of the Axumite Kings preceding the Zagwe Dynasty are uncertain. Centuries after Menelik I and the Axumite Kingdom collapsed, there came the rise of the Zagwe Dynasty. Lalibela, one of the most influential Ethiopian kings, built rock-hewn churches and had a city named after him. Lalibela built beautiful, monumental, rock-hewn churches interconnected through internal passageways. To this day, these 11 rock-hewn churches of Lalibela stand upright to show the architectural genius of the king and saint. Among the churches, Bete Georgis is the most famous, which is the one you see there in the image. These buildings are amongst Africa's major medieval monuments. Lalibela provides a striking example of the union of church and state in Ethiopia. He is revered as a saint in the Ethiopian church. And you probably can't get the full details in the video here, but this image on the left is showing the columns and the archways found within one of these churches. Just very beautiful and intricate details. And of course, anytime you can build a monument of this, grandeur, if you will, and build it within the rock, meaning this area up here is where you normally would walk. And so all of this area here was carved out, and then this building, this beautiful building, was placed masterfully by King Lalibela. Ancient People is a social studies and history textbook by ZaZa Ali, a full-color 349-page historical expose focused on ancient civilizations around the world. Available in paperback and hardcover, this book places emphasis on vocabulary, spelling, critical thinking, and more. There are more than 450 photos included as well. Hawaii's last monarchy, the Moors in Spain, the Kandakis of Ethiopia and Kush, the African presence in Asia, and Pharaoh Hatshepsut. You can get more information with the link in the description or go to my website, zazaali.com. Peace and love.